Hello, Algebra 1 students. This is my video, since I'm not going to be at school today, to talk to you about summer math, which I believe is crucially important if you want to, have a growth experience in high school and be the student that you've always wanted to be. It's just very difficult as you get down the line and you get to higher levels of math if you just take 3 months off. And on the other hand, if you just spend a modest amount of time, and I'm really talking about 30 minutes, 3 to 4 days a week, so a couple of hours a week. I have some really great websites to recommend. I found 3 out of the 4 I'm going to show you on something called Scholastic Parents. Some of these sites you may have heard of before, especially Khan Academy. Let's start with that one. Now, Khan Academy, where is it here? Okay, so here's Khan Academy. The one thing I can tell you about Khan Academy that makes it a little bit more challenging, you do have to get your parents involved. And let me try to get to kind of a home base with this. You have to get your parents involved because, and for some of you that may be a very good thing, because you may be someone that really needs your parents to prompt you and encourage you and help keep track of it for you. So that actually is required here. So I set up an account for one of my kids that was already past, needing this, but nonetheless, I just to get to know it. And so once you get in it, you go to courses that you might that you're going to want to have some summer practice with. You might want to do Algebra 1. You might want to go back and reinforce pre-algebra skills. You might want to mess around with some of the geometry that you're going to see next year. But let's say just to go to something familiar. We look at various topics in Algebra 1, and let's something that might be interesting to review. So how about if we went to radicals, and we wanted to do how about intro to square roots? No, let's go back. I'm not really liking that one. Let's go to simplifying square roots. How about that? Great thing about
factorizations,
Khan
any of those
Academy
prime factors
is
show
that
up more than
you
once.
can
So it's clearly it's an odd number. It's
video
clearly not
refresher
divisible
on
by
that. Now, for
2.
some of you, that may
To
be
test
really,
whether
really
it's divisible by
helpful.
3, we can
Get
add
a
up all
lesson
of the
before you're
digits, and we
plowing
explain why
trying
this
some
works in
problems.
another place on Khan
So these
Academy. But if you add up
explanations
all the
are
digits, you get a
pretty
9.
helpful.
And
So
9
you
is
go.
divisible
So the
by
way I
3.
got to that was under Learn, and now if I want to go practice these, I go over here. I got the square root of 72. Well, that's 36 times 2. So that's going to be, when you click on that, it's going to be 6 root 2, and then I'm going to hit, oh, I don't need that, but I'm just hit check, and it says great, congratulates me. Go on to the next question. I've got root 200. Remember, that's going to be 100 times 2, so that's going to be 2. 2, sorry, try that again, I'm having typing problems. So 2 root, no, let's back that up. It's 10 root 2, right? And let's check that one. So congratulates me again. Have pencil and paper out if you need. That can be very, very helpful. So another site that I ran into was called IXL. That was recommended on this Scholastic Parents site. And they do have a membership to this that does cost money, but I seem to be able to get into this and get some good practice without a membership. I'm sure eventually you may run into an issue where you got to get a membership to be able to access some of the features of the site that I haven't been able to tell what those might be. But so I before you buy a membership to this, you might just see if I can get all I can of it without buying a membership. But let's go to a point slope form, for example. Let's see what we have here. It says graph the function. Well, we know this is one of those with the obvious point. So one of the solutions would be 1, -1. So and we got a slope of -4. So let's see what happens when we click on 1. -1 is right there. And then we got a slope of 4. So down 4, right 1, right? And that would pretty much be it. So you graph the point. I guess I got to click here. Down or right 1. And I think we're good there. 1, -1, yep. Okay, so it tells me I'm right, and then it gives me another problem to do. So I really liked this site. That's called IXL. That's something to definitely explore. And then I came upon something called I Practice Math.